7 of diamonds, so we're off to the river here. Max Steinberg needs some help, needs a king or a jack, or he's going to be our 6th place finisher.
Tired of sitting down at a poker table filled with pros? Then come to WPT Global, the online home of the World Poker Tour. With a maximum of 2 pros at each table, everyone has a chance to win. We are leveling the playing field at WPT Global. Sign up today with this QR code or go to wptglobal.com/YT and use bonus code YT88 and we'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar.
Well, there you see the chip counts. Josh Hale out in front with 7.3 million. Greg Mueller in 2nd place. Raouf Malek in 3rd place. And that's what they're playing for. The winner tonight is going to take home $500,000 in that coveted WPT title with the opportunity to have your name engraved upon the WPT Champions Cup.
All right, Jeff Madsen first to act. He's going to fold. And now Raouf Malek out of LA also folding. Around to the ex-hockey pro Greg Mueller. He has picked up the ladies, the pair of queens, and the Fire Island hand.
The Canadian, one of the most popular players in the poker world, going to raise it up here. Makes it $135,000 to go with the queens.
Into Josh Hale, the chip leader. He's folding. And now Ali Eslami, local pro, also folding. Will Greg Mueller get action with this? It's up to Max Steinberg. Nope.
He folds as well, so Greg Mueller taking down pot number 1.
That's great news.
What do you like to have for Max?
Why do you have blues again?
Greg Mueller, Canadian pro. There's a lot in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Well liked and respected guy out here.
All right, action on our short stack tonight. Max Steinberg. He is first to play. He quickly folds his hand. Jeff Madsen also out.
Raouf Malek. Now what's that? The 8-7 offsuit. Looks like that's good enough for him to raise with. He's getting out raising chips. And indeed he does. Makes it $125,000 to go.
And the hockey player goes away. Josh Hale out of San Diego with a king jack.
He's the big chip leader, so he makes the call.
Ali Eslami from LA gonna fold. So 2-handed action, Mike.
All right, here comes the flop. Ace-7-5.
So Raouf Malek has picked up a piece of that pair of 7s.
Now Josh Hale checks.
Raouf Malek will make the continuation bet with the 7s like he should, $135,000.
What were the purples?
Nothing hitting
Don't
this.
grab it. Do that to me.
Raouf Malek.
And now right back on Raouf. Poker pro out of LA. He's 35 years old, and he's going to look down at a pair of 9s.
A very bright guy. Got a BS from Penn State University and a master's degree in chemical engineering from the University of Texas.
Well, he is smart because he's figured this out. He's raised Greg Mueller out, and now it's around to our chip leader, Josh Hale.
You can see he's chip leader by a little green chip stack indicator we have.
That's true. And he's got a pair of jacks, Mike.
He's also got the big chip lead, so my guess is he's coming over the top of the 3-bet, and indeed he is.
Yeah, repop makes it $335 to go. Ali out. Max Steinberg also out.
Down to Jeff Madsen, he folds as well. So now we're back around to Raouf Malek.
And he is desperate for this title. He says this is going to mean so much to him and his family to prove he's not just a cash game player, but a great tournament player.
This hand indicates why the mid pairs are the toughest hands to play. You get one, you raise it, you get re-raised. What do you do now?
Well, he's got some chips, so he can afford to speculate. He has made this call. So jacks up against 9s. Here's the flop.
Flop ace-6-3. Neither player actually wants to see an ace come out. Fearful their opponent has one.
Raouf has checked it. Now, if you're Josh, you don't like the ace out there, but he's going to bet. Makes the continuation bet. $325.
If you're sitting in Raouf's seat, you thought you might have had the best hand a minute ago, but now you're not so sure. But wow, he's going to make the call here with the 2 9s. He's gambling. A 5 comes off.
So both players nervous with this hand because of an ace out there. Now Raouf is going to check again.
Once you get called on a flop with an ace out there, you become a little cautious, as you see Josh has. He checks on the turn as well.
Card pairs the board.
Board pairs sixes.
Both players would just like to get out of this alive. Not having to spend too much more.
Check.
Ralph checks, and a quick check behind it by Josh.
Josh is going to win this bout with 2 jacks. So the chip leader adding more chips to his stack.
That is right. Josh Hale from San Diego, 31 years old. He's got the crowd behind him. He's got
Someone's
chips.
got some favorites in the audience.
Non-professional player trying to become a legend at the Legends of Poker here at the Bicycle Casino.
Tired of sitting down at a poker table filled with pros? Then come the WPT Global, the online home of the World Poker Tour. With a maximum of 2 pros at each table, everyone has a chance to win. We are leveling the playing field at WPT Global. Sign up today with this QR code or go to wptglobal.com/YT and use bonus code YT88 and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
To the action we go. Ali Eslami, an entrepreneur, a poker pro, looks down at a king jack.
Raise right under the gun here with the Kojak hand. Makes it 125,000 to go.
Max Steinberg is going to fold his hand, and now Jeff Madsen has picked up ace-king. What a hand.
And it's one of the 2 short stacks here.
All in.
And he's going to move all in with it.
Certainly is. Everyone folding. Back around to Ali. That's a lot of pressure if he's just holding king jack. Ali from LA. Ali's second time at a World Poker Tour final table. Considering this,
All right, you got to have a pretty big hand, I guess. I think. I raised him through 2 shorts. There you got to have a good, really big hand. He probably had me dominated. Go.
He does have him dominated exactly. Ali goes out. Jeff Madsen taking down that pot.
and there's Jeff Madsen's family in the audience rooting him on tonight.
There's a little tidbit of it. One of the best rappers in the poker world.
Good to hear. Or not. Right now it's on Max Steinberg, who is pretty in pink. He's going to fold. Jeff Madsen also folding.
Raouf Malek.
With a nothing hand here.
He's out as well. Over to the Canadian pro, Greg Mueller. At the ace-3. Going to raise it on the button here. Makes it 135,000 to go.
Yep, with just ace-3. Now Josh Hale with a jack-6 of hearts can afford to speculate. That's what he does. He's made the call.
Yeah. Calls over $100,000 more with the jack-6. So Josh looks like he's come to play.
Ali goes out. So two-handed poker. Ace high up against jack-6, and we're flopping.
And a flop 8-5 deuce. No help to either player.
Josh Hale is going to check. Now let's see if Greg Mueller makes the continuation bet. No, kind of surprising.
He's got the gut
Check,
shot
check.
straight draw, but he checks it. Now an ace comes off. Greg now has the 2 aces, but notice it gives Josh a 4 flush.
And now Josh, first to act again. He's going to check, but a quick check behind it by Mueller with
Wow.
aces.
He did want to get check raised out of this pot, and that's the reason why. A 4 comes off, gives Greg a straight.
Oh, what a card for Greg Mueller. Nothing hitting for Josh.
The only way Josh can win this pot is to bet at it, but he doesn't do it, so essentially he's just waving the flag. Whether Greg bets or not, Greg's going to win this pot.
Josh has checked. Unless Greg is going to bet 325. And Josh apparently doesn't have any tricks up his sleeve.
And he's going out, so Greg Mueller going to take down this pot. I must say, I'm a little surprised, first of all, to ever see Greg Mueller checking 2 consecutive streaks. Doesn't matter what he has.
There's the Royal Flush Girls social bar. So come on out to the tour, WPT. Kimberly Lansing and Mike Sexton, Tony Duds, the Royal Flush Girls, and myself. Be happy to see you. But back to the table we go. Raouf Malek, first to act. He's got ace queen.
He's under the gun, but certainly going to raise with this hand.
Raouf plays a lot in Los Angeles. He's 35 years old. He has popped it, makes it 125 to go.
Greg Mueller quickly out.
Yep, going to take a breather. Chip leader out. Ali Eslami not going to play. So it is back to the man. Max Steinberg, 24 years old. He's got Jack King this time.
Well, he is the short stack of the table, as you can see by the red indicator there next to his cards.
This is his first cash ever on the World Poker Tour. And look at this. He's going to push all in with just king high.
Wow, daring hand to push. When a guy raises under the gun, you give him credit for a pretty good hand normally.
Jeff out, and now Raouf.
790.
Pretty strong ace-queen. Hard to fold this, I would think. And he is going to make the call.
Wow, that was way slower than that.
And Max Steinberg, who looks like a younger Donny Osmond.
He really does.
A little bit. He's in trouble right now.
When a guy raises under the gun, Vince,
Well,
you normally think he's got a pretty good hand, and not sure if you're the short stack moving in with King Jack is the wise thing to do, but let's see if Max gets lucky and wins the pot. He's going to have to stay alive in this tournament.
Get lucky on the flop. Here we go.
9-3-3.
It's not good for Max Steinberg.
No, Raouf Malek well out in front here with the ace high.
Max's chance of becoming a legend, dangling in thin air right now. Here comes the turn. No.
7 of diamonds, so we're off to the river here. Max Steinberg needs some help, needs a king or a jack, or he's going to be our 6th place finisher.
Okay. River card coming up. Can Max get lucky here?
He's done it! A jack comes up on the river. Unbelievable good fortune for Max Steinberg. He stays alive. The dream continues.
First to act, Ali Eslami. And he has 10 deuce. Quick fold by him. Max Steinberg next with an 8-6. Won't play.
What a Jeff Madsen.
Yeah, nothing hand. He goes out as well.
Raouf Malek on the button with the king 3 offsuit. Opts to fold, so battle of the blinds here.
Yep, Greg Mueller. Tough cash game player. He's going to make a call.
He just calls with the queen 6 of diamonds.
But Josh Hale has an ace high, ace 9, not a bad hand.
We're going to raise in that spot like most guys would do when the guy limps into the small blind.
Yeah, makes it 135 to go, putting the pressure on Mueller. And Greg will call the raise.
Yep. Greg wants to see a flop here.
And the flop comes up queen jack 9. That is good for Greg Mueller hitting queens, but he's going to check.
Yep, he's got top pair. Josh has got bottom pair. It's a scary flop with bottom pair when a man calls a raise pre-flop, but Josh going to take a stab at this pot. That's out 140,000, and as you can see, Greg Mueller quickly calling with the top pair.
And it's a continuation bet. Oh, wow. Oh, a 9.
Greg checks, and now Josh has the lead with 3 nines. I think you have to bet here in this spot with that straight potential out there.
Oh, he's going to play it sneaky. He's checking again.
Wow, that's surprising me. I don't like this play. He's camouflaged, he's got 3 nines, but he could have got beat in this hand.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. He's not going to. A 4 spades on the river, and now he's going to get Greg to bet.
And you got a good point, Vince. 400,000 is the bet by Greg Mueller, and he
Quick
confidently
call.
turns up queens, but they're no good. And you see Greg Mueller in shock. The guy turns up 3 nines.
I have queen 6. He has 3 nines with an ace.
And Greg going to tell the audience what happened. Greg looking a little annoyed by that.
Well, he just can't believe the guy wouldn't bet on the turn with a possible straight throw out there, but he didn't, and Josh is going to take down the pot.
Tired of sitting down at a poker table filled with pros? Then come to WPT Global, the online home of the World Poker Tour. With a maximum of 2 pros at each table, everyone has a chance to win. We are leveling the playing field at WPT Global. Sign up today with this QR code or go to WPTglobal.com/YT and use bonus code YT88 and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
Action over to Jeff Madsen.
Like that, kind of. Okay. Word.
Tough player out of Vegas. He's only 27 years old. He's first to play. He's got a nothing hand, and he will not get fancy with it. He folds the hand into Raouf. Raouf has an ace deuce. Doesn't play that. Greg Mueller also fading away.
Well, round to the chip leader on the button with the queen 10. Everybody would raise with this hand on the button as the chip leader, and he's doing just that.
Yes, he does. Make it 130 to go. Ali out. Max Steinberg, pretty in pink, with an 8-10 of clubs.
Certainly the kind of hand you want to see a flop with. Even though you're up against the chip leader, you're going to call to see a flop in this spot.
Yes, and he has. 8-10 of clubs, up against the chip leader with queen 10. And here's the flop.
King, queen 7, 2 spades.
Josh hitting queens there. Max with nothing. He's going to check.
Yeah, Josh checks right behind him here. Now a queen comes off.
Wow, Josh hits 3 of a kind once again. So beautiful. Max going to check, though. Not going to fall into any traps. And Josh has got to come out and make a bet right now. Yes, he does.
2 possible flushes on the board.
230,000, Mike.
And maybe a straight draw. Does bet. Takes down the pot.
And look at Josh. Big smile as he extends his chip lead to well over 9 million. Make a quick fold there. Greg also getting out of the way.
Back to Josh Hale. He's out.
And now Ali.
Eslami got the famed Doyle Brunson hand, the 10-deuce suited, but goes away. So it's the battle of the blinds here. And look at this, man. Max Steinberg has picked up 2 aces in the small blind.
The weapons of mass destruction. And he is just calling, gonna play it sneaky.
Well, he limped in the small blind.
Now Jeff
All in.
Madsen with
I call.
ace-3 has gone all in.
And it worked to perfection as Madsen goes all in.
Snap ball, of course.
And it's the one hand
I guess it didn't
that you
really
can't
matter
stand if you're Jeff Madsen. No other hand would it be more than probably a 2-to-1 dog. Doesn't matter what his opponent had, but
20 hours.
he is a predominant underdog, as you can see.
Yeah, you can apparently. Couldn't have had kings or something.
Jeff Madsen, who took 52 times to get to a final table of the World Poker Tour. This is his shot tonight.
Well, Vinci came close a couple other times, finished 8th, 11th, 18th.
All right, let's
This
see some
first
door
time in
card
the top
before
6.
Here's the flop.
And the flop comes 10-8-7. To win, Jeff's going to have to
Good
take
job.
3-3, but
Yeah.
he could tie if 2 runners come to make it straight, but he knows he's heading for the door.
Here comes the turn card.
The queen, that's going to do it. Jeff Madsen drawing dead. He is going to be our 6th place finisher. Happy to see him make the final table for the first time. But unfortunately for Jeff, wasn't meant to be. Out tonight in 6th place.
Yeah, highly respected pro Jeff Madsen's going to take home 75,000, and right now he's going over to talk to Matt Savage.
Jeff, you really never got anything going tonight. Can you talk about a little bit about your performance?
Yeah, I mean, I only had 18 big blinds to start, so, you know, my decisions were pretty straightforward. It was just kind of all in or fold situations, and the last hand, blind versus blind, I have a suited ace. If he shoves, I'm calling, so it doesn't matter that he limped. So.
Seems like your breakthrough event here on the World Poker Tour. I'm sure we're going to see some more final tables. What does it mean to have your family here behind you?
It's great. I wish I could have gone a little farther, but it's good to have them supporting me, and, you know, I know I'll be back, so I'm not too disappointed. I did what I could.
All right, we'll see you again. Kimberly, back to you.